Okay, so now that FlashDevelop is installed, I'll show you how to get your workflow working correctly. What we're going to do is we're going to create a Flash project, and then we're going to create a document class. Now, a document class is something that basically allows you to use an ActionScript file to modify the objects that are on the stage, and it's a much cleaner way of coding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my documents, and I'm going to create a Flash projects directory that I can store all of my Flash projects in. And inside of that, we're going to be working on a project that I'm going to call header. So I'm going to create a directory for that, and I can close that now. Now in here I can go ActionScript 3, a new project, and I can go save as, and inside that header directory that I just created, which is, I was just in there, so you want to create it called header. Now that project is saved, you can tell because it says header up here now, and we want to give it a document class, and I like to target Flash Player 10, so I'll just set that down to 10. And for my document class, which is what you specify right here, I'm going to type the word main. And when I hit enter, it says a definition for the class could not be found. That's okay because we never created it yet. So I'm going to Control S to save that. So this Flash environment is ready to go here. We just need to get FlashDevelop started. Now you can normally find FlashDevelop in here, so you can execute that. Okay. Once you have FlashDevelop open, you can create a new project by clicking over here, or you can choose Project, New Project. We want to create an ActionScript 3 project, so we want to go under this section, and we want to create a Flash IDE project. And we'll call it header as well, just to match up with the name of the Flash project. We do want it to be in Flash projects and in header. So what we're doing is we're creating a new project, a FlashDevelop project called header, and we're storing it in the same directory as our Flash CS5 IDE project, or the Flash authoring tool as they call it. So I'm going to click OK to save this. It says the directory is not empty, and you can just choose OK. So now the project opened up, and you can see all of the files inside of the directory. Right now there's just the Flash project file. We can verify that just by going in there if you want to have a look. Now it doesn't actually show the FlashDevelop project in here, so that's why there's another one. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create a document class called main, and the way you can do that is by right clicking on your project, going to add a new class file. Now for the name we want to give it main, and then we just click OK. Now what it does here is it creates a new class file for us with a template. Now if the program asks you for your name, just go ahead and put your name in there, and what that does is it's the author, so it'll just fill in this comment with your name so that you can keep track of who's creating your projects in case there's more than one person creating projects on your computer. The other setting that might come up later on is the FlashDevelop might not know where your Flash IDE tool is, and if that's the case, you can go up to Tools, Program Settings, and it's, let me just search for it here. Yeah, it's right here in AS Completion, Path to Flash IDE. Sometimes this doesn't get set, and so if that's the case, you can just click the little dots and then just tell it to go into Program Files, Adobe, and Flash CS5. Click OK for that. So now that those two settings are out of the way, after creating our new class file, we can, in order for the class file to actually work, it must extend movie clip. So I'm going to do Control Enter over here to compile, and you're going to see that the class main must subclass movie clipped. No, must subclass the movie clip, flash.display.movie clip. So the way we fix that is by going up here to public class main, and we can add extends movie clip. Now, and then you can press Control Enter from FlashDevelop as well. And what that'll do is it'll compile, this time without any errors. So your environment is ready to go. This is your actual constructor. So if you want to test if the environment is all set up and ready to go, you can trace something out to the output panel, and we'll just put out the words testing. And if you Control Enter, you'll see that the output up at the top shows us testing. If you've made it to this stage, then you're ready to go. And that's the end of this tutorial.